The Hugh Freeze situation at Ole Miss, I know you wrote about that. What's the one question you have that kind of is still looming over this?
Well, look, here's the situation. Hugh Freeze, back in 2016, the NCAA drops this notice of allegations. There's all this cheating at Ole Miss, but it's hidden from the public. And Hugh Freeze and Ole Miss decide we're going to tell a bunch of reporters and media members and broadcasters that most of the allegations involve the previous coaching staff, and that was led by Houston Nutt. And it's not about Hugh Freeze, and there's nothing to worry about. They were trying to spin that lie to settle things down and keep their recruiting class, which is about to sign in about 3-4 weeks in early February. So they pitched that lie. And, what's a positive for Hugh Freeze, hey, he's not a cheater. These stories come out, is that, the equal and opposite reaction is against Houston Nutt. Oh, he's the cheater. Well, Houston Nutt says, I didn't do it. And eventually last spring in 17, when the notice of allegations, the whole case becomes public, the violations are almost nothing to do with Houston Nutt, and they're everything to do with Hugh Freeze. So Houston Nutt says, you guys slandered me here. I want my good name back. I want an apology and Ole Miss to set the record straight and have a press conference saying we were wrong on this. Hugh Freeze refused to back down. He refused to do the right thing and apologize after crushing Houston Nutt. So Nutt has a lawyer, a very aggressive lawyer. They file a lawsuit, and they go through his phone records to try to prove that he's calling reporters and spinning this thing. And they're in that investigation. They only got 6 days of phone records. And in there is this one phone call, 1 minute, and the lawyer looks up, what's this number? And it turns out to be associated with an escort down in Florida. And boom, Hugh Freeze is busted. He then says, hey, it's just a wrong number. I misdialed. It was only 1 minute. Ole Miss then says, we're going to look through every single call you've ever made. And now last night they said, hey, there was a very disturbing and consistent pattern of behavior here. When you have that, you look back and say, geez, if you just did the right thing and apologized to a guy who deserved an apology, you're out.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.